welcome back to Real Reviews. This is Cody Williams, and we're here to talk about the movie, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The particular film I'm referencing to is the classic 1974 flick. As far as horror movies go, this is most likely at the top of everyone's list, including mine. It is by far the most well-known of slasher flicks among the general public. It has spawned 3 direct sequels, a remake, a prequel to the remake, a remade sequel, and last but not least, a prequel to the original movie. All these make a grand whopping total of 8 movies. Some of them are good, and some aren't. I'm only going to go in depth of the original movie for the time being. The movie story follows 2 siblings and 3 of their friends en route to visit their grandfather's grave in Texas. All of them unfortunately wind up falling victim to a sadistic family of cannibalistic psychopaths and must survive the terrors of Leatherface. Oh boy, where do I even begin with this movie? I mean, it is by far one of my favorite horror movies to come from the 70s. For a movie that has a mild amount of blood to almost none, this is really one of the most unsettling horror movies I have ever seen. For a movie to accomplish this feature is quite amazing. The film's director Tobe Hooper had a unique vision for this movie, and it worked out phenomenally well for him. What I really liked about this movie is how it has an overall authentic feeling to it. I'm talking about how it is filmed with a very grainy grindhouse overlay, which makes the movie creepier than it already is. Combined with a creepy use of astounding visual imagery and a spooky soundtrack, you are guaranteed to have a feeling of uneasiness throughout the whole duration of the movie. Speaking of visual imagery, the movie has a great dynamic use of cinematography to make the audience feel unnerved. This movie is the perfect definitive 70s horror flick that you can ever ask for. With a cherry on top, the chainsaw-wielding maniac, Leatherface makes one of the scariest slashers in cinematic history. As far as acting goes, everyone was unique in their own little way. Marilyn Burns plays a damsel in distress for the most part, and does so tremendously well. I was really sold with her performances. The other standouts are Edwin Neal, who plays the crazy hitchhiker, Gunnar Hansen, who plays Leatherface, and Jim Cito, who plays the father of the cannibalistic family. The other remaining characters were portrayed all right, don't get me wrong, but they are simply forgettable to say the least, with the exception of Sally's invalid brother Franklin, who is played by Paul Partain. It is rare to find a perfect horror movie with nothing wrong with it. Make no mistake, as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is simply one of those movies. It's a perfect film to watch during the Halloween season, as I always associate this movie with Halloween itself and with the general use of chainsaws at haunted attractions. Overall, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a timeless classic that needs to be seen by everyone at least once, or possibly more. This is a movie that I can truly never get tired of watching, and I can't praise it enough. As far as horror movies go, you cannot get any better than this. I give this movie an A+. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Keep up with my real reviews.